So I'm really liking the upgrade to the workout room. Added a few extras to give versatility in a small space. So got the TRX bands here that are anchored in really solid into the beam up here. And I can pull it back this direction and have more than enough arm span to do exercises. Brought in a TV, which you can virtually get for free these days. A little sound bar that you can pretty much get free anywhere. And got some of these Nanoleaf lights that I really like for brightening up the room, especially when you turn the lights off up here and want to work out. Makes it kind of cool. So I still have the recumbent bike here, or not the recumbent bike, but the spin bike here, and the Bowflex stride guide. I can't remember what it's called. It's the TC200 split level uphill walking workout. But what I'll do for this, for the bike, is I'll just move it into position and just sit and watch videos up here or something that's on the screen. One big change that I made, since this is 6 feet wide in here, so from width wise, I took out the weight bench and the pull-up bar and everything like that, and I anchored in these 2x4s here and here, and I have this very sturdy bench that I can just slot across for doing bench exercises, step-up exercises, and everything like that. And it's a really good time saver. And for lack of a better place right now, I just store this bench right here. But anytime I want to do any type of a bench exercise, I just lay it across. And that works out really well. So I essentially have several different methods for doing a lot of different exercises to reduce boredom. So I can do some bench type exercises here, and triceps and curls and legs and all of that. But then I also have this option to lay down a bench and to do bench exercises or just general free weights. And then I do have some of the bands for band exercises as well, so that workout routines don't come too boring. So I'll show you a quick layout with the bike moved into position in front of the TV for a good bike workout. So with the bike here, there's plenty of room to sit and cycle and watch something on the TV, YouTube videos or whatever. Plenty of space for that. I still have the Bowflex tread climber here. Don't necessarily have to move the bike in order to make it accessible, but it's nice to have a little bit of space with that. I'll give you another angle of the bike set up here. So plenty of room to ride that and work out. Then let's take a look at what it looks like to have the bench laid out, which is pretty easy. It's just as simply laid straight across both of these 2x4 anchors on the wall. And so now this bench was a 2x12 piece of just scrap wood that I had. I think I had gotten from a Starbucks that had gotten rid of a bunch of their stuff. And I just had it laying around, and it's almost exactly 6 feet wide, lays on top, extremely sturdy. I can do step-ups on it, so I go a step up right in the middle, absolutely no bowing whatsoever. And great for step-up exercises. And I have plenty of room in here too. I think this is might be a 10-foot ceiling here. And I'm about 6'5", and I don't hit my head or anything. And this sits about 20 to 22 inches up off the ground, which is a little higher than a normal bench. But I like having that extra height, especially for step-ups. But then also I can just put a pillow or get some sort of padding for this for lay-down bench work. Although a towel, if I lay a towel down for my head and everything, it's totally fine. It works out great. And then I can use the adjustable weights for that. So again, this is good for regular bench work. You can do dips with this if you wanted to. You can do decline push-ups. You can do regular sitting curls or whatever. So adds a lot of versatility here, and then you can just remove it for that extra space here in the middle. This extra space is also good because if you wanted to do aerobics, and I have Apple TV and Apple Workout, you can then just do those workouts in here as well with this space removed and the bike and the tread climber out of the way as well. So aerobics are definitely doable in this room. Again, the dimensions of this room are 6 feet wide by about 15 feet long. And so this was, again, a glorified closet back in the day that I just wanted to convert into a full workout room and not devote such a large space to it. These mirrors I got free a while back, and it was just an IKEA wardrobe that I didn't keep the rest of it. I just kept the full-length mirrors, and I believe I got them free online, so those were free. And then again, all this workout equipment people are giving away either free or extremely cheap because they just don't use it anymore. So almost everything in this room is extremely affordable. The TRX straps, I think I got for 50 bucks. The TVs, places are practically giving them away. The only thing I really paid somewhat considerable amount of money for was the adjustable weights, because there's still pretty high demand for those. Sound bars are people practically giving those away as well. The Nanoleaf lights that I have up here are also pretty inexpensive. I think I paid 40 bucks for these, or 50 bucks. And they really add a lot of fun to the room, especially if you do bouncing lights and things like this. In fact, I want another set of these Nanoleaf lights to probably put here to kind of geek out on the fun light bounce, and just stuff to motivate, make your workout fun and not so boring. And then even getting maybe a light strip that's pretty affordable back behind there. Things I'm thinking of adding, like those lights, I'm thinking of getting one of those Bazoo balls, which is one of those balance balls, and then probably more mats. Maybe a mat that goes here, and maybe a couple more mirrors in here just to reflect the light, kind of keep you motivated and everything like that. But I'm just really happy with the versatility of the room. I haven't gotten really bored yet with the activities and the workouts and stuff like that. So if you can make it fun and change up the workouts, and you know, have the music, have the lights, have lots of different methods for working out, it makes it all worth it and makes it a lot more fun. Anyway, that's what I'm working on, and if I make any major updates to the room, I'll let you know. These anchors for the bench that I made, these are all tied directly into studs just for safety. So these are very well anchored, I think in 3 separate studs. So that's why I went a little bit wide on this, because I wanted to make sure that it was very, very stable. And then this cannot be particle board of any kind. It has to be very stout. This is a 2x12, for example, but you just don't want to mess around with the quality of the wood that you use for that. But you can find so much free wood out there that it's pretty easy.